you. So now tell us again where you're located, how we can reach you, and any events that you have coming up.
Yeah, we're called New Beginnings Fair Psychic Reading Center. We're located at 1022 North Genesee Road in Burton, Michigan. The zip code is 48509. It is on the corner of Court Street and Genesee Road in Burton. Parking is in the back. Come around the back and go through the back door. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Anyone may visit us on a walk-in basis. They don't need to have an appointment. We also do have reading sessions available for people out of town by phone, and our number is 810-744-4077. One interesting event that we have coming up on January the 23rd is my wife's ladies' night out party. I'm going to be available to give readings at this event. We're going to have a whole slew of vendors here and a bunch of wonderful activities available. And that is 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. on January the 23rd, which is a Saturday. We have also my wife's Reiki class. She's a Reiki master. Reiki is a form of energy healing, light touch therapy that stems from the Far East. And her Reiki class is going to be on January the 16th. The cost for that is $200 for the entire class, the entire attunement of 1 and 2, and is 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I also have a psychic development class coming up. I don't have a date set in stone for that because I'm taking people's names down, people that are interested, and putting that on a list there so I can develop a date that's going to work with everybody's schedule as best as possible.
Great. And, I know a lot of times you share stuff on my Facebook page, and I always repost it. Anytime you have anything, feel free to do that.
I really appreciate that, Deb.
No problem. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll talk to you soon, huh?
Excellent. You ladies have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
This is him. Okay. So, how'd you like him?
Nice.
Okay, we have to go to break now. And we'll be right back. Hey, when we come back, we have another guest that's calling in. That was her, actually. But hopefully she'll call back. And we have lots to tell you, lots of exciting stuff. And I hope that you're having a great night. So go to the bathroom, take a potty break, refill your glass. We'll be right back.
The Divas are going to refill their wine glasses. The Divalution show will be right back.
The Divalution show just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. The show currently has over 6,000 downloads and growing every day. The Divalution show is broadcasted live on W4Divas.com and theDivalution.com from our studio every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. The shows are all available for download on iTunes, iHeart, and Spreaker. If you would like to join us or become an advertiser, please call 989-402-4627.
Standby Appliance, located at 408 Columbus Avenue. They carry most major brands, install and service all of their sales. They're hometown owned and operated and have been in business for over 65 years. 989-893-4676 or visit them at standbyappliance.com. Let LC Makeup Artistry help you believe in your own beauty. Professional makeup artist and medical esthetician. She's an award winner for her airbrush makeup, skincare treatments, and hair removal. Call Laura at 989-493-2607 or visit her online at lcmakeupartistry.com.
Fun, friends, and a good time just starts to describe the enjoyment of the Sunrise Pedal Trolley. We offer a new and unique way to travel around Bay City and experience our area's culture, history, specialty, and antique shops.
And of course, our local pubs.
The Sunrise Pedal Trolley is a 15-person people-powered bike. Whether you're out on a wine walk, trying the newest micro beer, or just out to have some fun, we offer an experience like no other. Our riders pick the stops before we begin, making each tour different. To book a tour, visit sunrisepedaltrolley.com.
Wendell's Home and Design, making home design affordable. Located at 5260 East Pickard Street, Mount Pleasant. Call them at 989-772-2914.
Base Camp is Bay City's best choice in fitness. Visit us at 515 Adams Street in downtown Bay City. Look for the red awnings between the one-ways behind historic Larson Salvage.
Growers Choice Insurance. They're located at 2880 East Beaver Road, Cacolin, Michigan. Toll free 800-768-9377. Some of the insurance products that they offer are home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle, rental housing, business, farm, umbrella, flood, crop, life, long-term care, health, and disability. Ask for your Diva deal and get a free clipboard with built-in calculator. That's Growers Choice Insurance. If you're looking for an artistic women's portraiture company where she can bring out the best in you, a side that you want other people to see, then you need to call Indigo Moon. Each setting is designed especially for you. The number is 989-708-6776, not the run-of-the-mill portraiture company. Indigo Moon. Call Chandra.
Wine glasses are full. The Divas are ready. Now back to the Divalution show.
That Juliana, man, she's a toaster.
Hey, I love the clink.
She is
that was a double clink. I love it.
So here we are back. Hope you are too. And now, Sandy, we get to talk about our surprise.
Surprise secret.
If for some reason you've lived in a cave since Monday, which was yesterday, we have merged with Bold Radio Station, and we have the CEO of Bold Radio Station here with us this evening. Welcome, Kim Boudreau-Smith.
Yay!
Hi, ladies.
And, you know, for a long time I didn't tell you what my last name was, because my married last name, and I just think this is how in line she and I are. Her name is Kim Boudreau-Smith, and mine is Deborah St.Hilaire Jones. Now, what were the chances of that?
You know, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting about that, Deb.
I think
the
that is so
St.Hilaire and the Boudreau, and I just keep forgetting about all of that. You know, that is just so funny. And ladies, be careful, because I heard on that break you've got your wine glasses filled to the brim there. So as you're all toasting one another, don't get that wine on each other and all over that equipment.
That's part of her job, right? To warn us. That's that CEO stuff.
Yeah. Pat was just about ready to pour a glass on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping him.
Oh my gosh!
So we met.
You don't want to waste good wine.
No,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's true.
Good wine spilt on a bad keyboard. Just no.
No.
So Kim and I met in September, and how she found me was, you know, like Capo Profezia was just talking about that weird series of events. Right. The same thing led to us. Just say a little bit real quick how you found me.
I had a host that had her contract had expired, and you were interviewing her on your Tuesday night. And very rarely, usually by about this time, I don't get on my computer and start logging in. I need to turn things off. Actually, that's one of my New Year commitment to me. And something, I was sitting at my desk that night, and I thought, I saw the poll, I'll log in. And I was listening to you interview her. And I reached out to her a day or two later. I'm like, okay, great interview. And she said to me, she goes, those ladies are up in Bay City, Michigan. And I'm like, what? Because I'm down here in Birmingham, Michigan. I'm like, excuse me? Huh? Who? What? That's not far. So I proceeded to reach out. But, Deb, another thing we keep forgetting is we were connected prior to that
That's
interview.
right.
You and I were in a book together.
And we didn't even know it.
No.
Isn't it weird? It's weird.
What are the chances of, huh?
Yeah. It's really funny how parallel our paths have been, and finally they've crossed. Hip, hip, hooray.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what, ladies, as you're all in there toasting, we've met, and, and I'll be seeing you all again and things like that. I'd like to ask Deb if she says hip, hip, hooray, being around Kim Boudreaux Smith in about 6 months.
Oh.
Good or bad?
No, let's make sure you have a good hairdresser, because of the gray hair. No.
You don't want to see her today.
Well, she knows what kind of day I had today. It was
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's been okay.
You know something? First of all, I wish you would have told me before my show aired live
No.
today, because I would have made the announcement. Because you know what, Deb? It's like, you show up. You're like my type B girl, and I'm like the type A crazy lady. You know what I mean? And you just like, you take things in such stride, and it's like no mountain is too high, and you just go. And so, I don't know if everyone knows. I'm sure in the studio they do, but I don't know if on the live airways, your car didn't start this morning, and you had to get into the studio. You had to get into your office, and so you bundled up on the coldest day of Michigan, leashed up your dog, and you started walking. And you're still laughing about it. I'm like,
now it's easier
funny.
to laugh about it now than it was this morning, I'll tell you that.
But, it's like you do what it takes to get the job done. You do what it takes. You show up to your commitment, and that's a beautiful story. And I think in our ism book, I slipped and said ism book. We're going to have to do an ism around that.
Yeah. Oh, good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, we're going to have a show, she and I together, starting in February called Noonisms. And guess what time it's going to be on?
Noon?
Yeah. See, I hang around with smart people.
Yeah, me too.
This isn't competition for my program.
Maybe.
So we started talking in September, and I think by early November, late September, we had decided to merge.
I think it was right away. We met on Saturday at that,
You decided right away. I was scared.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Do you mean the expo?
What was it? We met at that brewery. I thought you were taking me to a microbrew.
Brewtopia. She thought we were going to have a beer in the morning. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so we're at a coffee shop. Damn. Anyway.
Oh, girl, you are really going to fit in well here.
I'm like, okay, middle of the day, coffee shop. But anyways, and it's such a cool place, too. But I woke up that next morning, and I knew, and I think I might have texted you before I left Saginaw, because we spent the night in Saginaw, or I called you on Monday and said we need to talk, and I knew immediately. I didn't need I's dotted, T's crossed. I just I knew that it was home, and I knew that it was right.
Yeah, and it's ended up being really good, and we were just talking about this the other day. One of the things that I know that the person is good or that I will allow them into my space is when I feel completely like I can be myself. I don't have to act differently. I don't have to excuse myself early because I don't want to be around this person. And that's how I knew. Because that's how you are.
Did you curse in front of her?
Yes, all the
There you
time.
go.
Yes, and she does in front of me
That's
too.
it?
And then when we were at the Women to Women Expo, that just really cemented it.
Oh my! Well, and how ironic was that? We're at the Woman to Woman Expo, and you're like, "Hey, Jenny, hi," and I'm like,
"Oh yeah,
Jenny," and I looked at you and I'm like, "Jenny, she was one of my co-authors in one of the books that I led," and it's like how ironic that you guys knew each other, and it was such a beautiful surprise that I saw her, had no idea she'd even be there, so. It's just really strange. But so Deb, is the equipment there in your studio kind of attached to you today?
Yes. If you would see how I never finished putting on my makeup, my hair. I was planning on going home and putting on my makeup and fixing my hair up a little bit. And I never got to go home because I didn't have a car. And, Dylan never went out.